about choosing your default internet browser. Of course, it's Newline, you have options and you can customize these panels to work however you want them to work for you, which is fantastic. You pick what you are most comfortable with and the panel will just roll right along with you. So knowing your panel does come with a default Chromium browser, you may be a Microsoft person and you want to run Edge here, or maybe you're more of the Google house that you want to be running a more robust version of Chrome, so you can go ahead and do that. One pro tip that I do like to throw out there, just as an FYI, of course, if we're running things from the panel itself, that is an Android brain, so do think of it as the mobile versions of these browsers. You can, in your friendly neighborhood Newline application store. So you'll find that under apps or gadgets. There's the Newline app store. You do have the option to choose some different browsers if you wanted to run them on the panel. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pop into settings. I know that I've downloaded a couple of different browsers so we can see what this looks like. I'm going to go into apps. And the browser that I would like to run as my main panel browser would be Chrome. So if I want that one to be my default browser, all I have to do is pop into Chrome. And I'm going to scroll down. You have advanced options, but I want to set this as my browser app. That's the app that I want running when I hit that browser button on my home screen. So you can see I've downloaded a couple of different browsers. I've downloaded both Chrome and Firefox. If I wanted it to be Firefox, I could just choose that as well. So you have the option. But as I mentioned, let me just go ahead and I'm going to grab Chrome. Now, when I go home and I open up my browser, I am going to be running in my Chrome browser, which is very handy. If I wanted to, or if I was to go back home, I could switch that up. In apps, let's make that Firefox, just so you can see another change. Go down to advanced browser app, because I want to set my browser app. I can go ahead, I can choose Firefox. Now when I go home and I open up my browser, it's going to open up in a Firefox browser. One pro tip that I do really like to give folks is if you had all of your tabs open in Chromium or Chrome or something else, know that they have not gone away. I could go back into my Chrome browser and there are my tabs. I could go back into my Chromium browser. The tabs that were open the last time I was using that will also be there. So don't panic. You can shuffle everything over and remember what things that you may use most that you want to make sure you have open. But hopefully that was helpful on setting your default browser app. And of course, with anything, you can customize it just a little bit more. If I wanted to, I could rename this from browser. Last option I had was at default for Firefox, so I could name this Firefox if I wanted to. So now I know when I open that up, I am opening my Firefox browser. Reach out with any questions you have. Hopefully we'll be able to talk again soon. Take care.